Keep on, I said it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop, it ain't gonna flop. Stop acting like we ain't so hot.
What's going on, people? This is Inflewence. I'm back with another video. And this is Ocular Max's Furor and Riot, which is Rumble and Frenzy. And I don't care what anyone says, this will always be Rumble to me. I'm in America, so I don't know where you watch it, depending on where you watch the series. And this will always be Frenzy to me. So it is what it is. Sorry if it's not to you, but yeah, these guys are very great figures. It took me a long time to get them because I don't know why. Sometimes I'm late with stuff. Sometimes I see things and I'm like, I don't need it. I got the masterpiece version. That's what I said with these guys anyway. I said, I don't need it. I got the masterpiece versions. These are so much more greater than the masterpiece versions. Some of the accessories. So you get this nice little, let me see. See if I can scoop back some of this. You get this nice little brown box that has nothing on it but remix and some stuff right there. I don't like mono boxes too much, so we won't go over enough. It's packed very well. If I could get this open, it's packed well, and the top of the box has what the accessories are and it's ×2 everything on the top. So, and here's how it's packaged with the tapes in the middle, and the bases underneath. I kept Frenzy's because Frenzy's I just wanted out. Rumble's on his base with his pile drivers, so that's why they're not in here. But as you can see, it's packaged really well. Has a cover on top. Everything's in each plastic container. So, all right, let's get moving. These guys, I think, first of all, they should win an award for best packaging. I'm sorry, because anybody that's remember tapes, if you're younger, you probably don't remember tapes. But I guess anybody collecting G1 mostly. Not trying to ostracize some of the younger guys out there that may be collecting, but anybody that's familiar with G1 probably remember tapes. So of course, they come in these tape containers, like they're real tape containers. And what makes this so great as well is this, it's like a tape, it's the tape thing, and it comes with the card. You get a card for both. Here's Frenzy's. Guys, tech specs on the back, of course. It's a little blurry. So yeah, you have his bio and tech specs in here, and then the directions. And they're pretty good directions. I can follow them. And that's both tapes. You get, and I'll show you how it goes in there. It goes in just like a regular tape. They're about the size of a regular tape. Let's put that over here. You get these 2 extra faces. Let me see. It would be straight. I guess it would go this way. These 2 extra faces, and to be honest, I'm not sure what the difference is. I don't know if it's an extra, face in case you lose it, but I thought maybe one had light piping, doesn't have a different, I don't know, doesn't have a different, and actually the face that comes with is even, has a little gap up here, so I like the face that's on it better, but I can't tell. So if you guys know, if anybody knows out there, if you're just watching this because you don't have, I guess you could fix that gap. But yeah, so let's not spend much time on that. But you get 2 extra faces. I believe they're extras. And you get stickers. There's 2 different sets of stickers for both guys. Now I won't go over the transformation for both. I'm only going to go over the transformation for Frenzy because Rumble's the same, but I don't want to take him out of his configuration. They look really plain if you don't have the stickers on, but in robot mode the stickers don't really matter that much anyhow, so it is what it is. It's just tape mode that they look pretty plain. And I wish maybe I didn't put stickers on so I could show you what they look like, but I did. I'll go over both of them. But Rumble has his pile drivers. Put the pile drivers on. If you had the Masterpiece, it's sort of just like the Masterpiece. He has this, well actually, I got this one off. Just lift that up. Lift this all the way up. Then you pull. You should be able to pull it off. Just slides off. And these, I don't want to move it because you may break it. But it's pretty cool. Takes 2 batteries and you have a switch back here. And it actually pile drives. I wish I had batteries for it. It's LG44 batteries, in case you were wondering, if you didn't know what batteries it took. Yeah, I really wish I had batteries for this. I'm going to get some. I have like 2 left. I've had a few toys that's taking batteries in recent. So, and here you just fold up his arm, put the fist in, then you can slide it up under here like that. Clamp it down and close it. Like I said, you might need something to get that out, but I'm not worried about getting it out. And then you have this base that he stands on, and it has cracked, the earth cracked. It's pretty nice. It feels like, I guess, acrylic, maybe paint, because it has like a good texture to it. Almost feels like it's metal or something, but it's plastic. So that's nice. And then he has his blasters, of course. So you can get him, and I'll show articulation in a minute on this guy. So yeah, his arms go all the way around. He has a good elbow. It's double jointed, gets you that much. His one gripe I do have with him is his blaster is kind of flimsy. It folds up, and you'll see when I do the transformation, it folds up and goes into him. So he does have storage in tape mode, but the fold part is flimsy as I don't know what. This one is all right. I don't know, my camera went off. So this one is one that I tried to fix. This was really, this isn't that bad, to tell you the truth. It's this one that was flimsy as I don't know what, and I put like a little glue in there, a little something, just something that could fix it. So I mean, I don't know. I'm never gonna have them in tape mode really, so I didn't really care. So, but and the fins move. What else? The hand has an open hand, but it's not articulated. It doesn't have a wrist swivel, so there's that. It does have an elbow swivel. His head goes all the way around, and he can look down, and he can look up pretty good. He has waist bend, and then he can stand straight up. Get these out the way, he can definitely do the splits, and he's real stable. Get these fronts out the way, and you can get him to do the hurdles. He definitely is hurdling something. Then you got thigh swivel, got knee bend that gets 90 degrees. You got feet that they go up a little bit, down a little bit, and the toe can go like that due to transformation. Does break up the sculpt, and he has an ankle pivot because I think they're on ball joints. So, but yeah, all in all, this guy is really, I mean, both of them is exactly the same. So, just their colors, and they're both really nice. So I know what everybody's thinking. When I first got these, I was thinking, they're kind of big. They're probably too big. But let's get this guy in here. And for me, as I saw them on the cartoon, this is how I saw them. They mass shift, yeah, they wouldn't be able to be tapes, and they definitely can't fit into Soundwave's chest as tapes. But as robots, I think this works better than the Masterpiece. It's just my preference. I think the birds are a little big. The birds, the versions of these that Ocular Max made, I do think those are kind of large. I don't know. Some people think they work, some people don't. But so that's the only comparison I'm gonna do, because that's really the only comparison you need. I'm sure somebody would like to see them with somebody else, but it's okay. You got a peg on the gun, so you can just fold that up like that. Then this folds this way, and then the wings fold down, of course, because then it's going to be, I don't know if you remember, like the tape thing that sticks out the bottom of the tape. That's what these become. And I think that's great. That's a great, it's just a ingenuous thing. And even with the little sticky, it's not glue, it's like a sticky two-way 3M tape I put in there. You can still transform it. So let me get him out the way, just because the camera's going to try to focus on both. And we can get started. Transformation is kind of great too. Please bear with me, because I haven't done it in a while. I probably should have refreshed up. You can lift this chest up. Lift this up here. Back goes up. Actually, you can turn his head around, so his face can fit in this little thing right there. Get that together. You can start to see he has tabs that go into the side, so you bring them down like that. I'll bring this up here. I just do this so it can keep all this steady. His fist in. I just push them in. There's buttons on his that you can see. Pull this back. It's a tab. Fits. Most of the stuff fit well too. It fits well, I should say. Put this together like this. You want to bend this up. Yeah, I think his arm stays like that. You want to get this like this right here. You want to get it folded up, because you can see the groove, and it goes in here, and it'll keep this together from falling like that. So you just gotta get it right. There you go. Once you get it, once you get it in, it's great. Just gotta get it oriented. This is like it's on like an outer hinge type thing that moves, so it moves like this, but the inner doesn't move, which I think is pretty cool. There you go. Now I usually put you had to get this one off camera. If you see, it's folded up, and how his handle folds up, his handle goes in that little groove, like it is over here. So I'll do this one on camera. You just stick it in here, but you gotta just get it in there right. You can move this out a little bit and then push it all the way in, but it needs to be straight. Then you can get it how it's supposed to be. Then let's move this down. These shins, you just want to push them down so they're split. Then you pull this. It's on a hinge, on a double hinge. Once you get these out, then this pulls back on like a double. It's like a slider. So then once you have that pulled back on that slider, then you can close these. And they'll close together over top of that shin. You can also move it to the side because you're gonna eventually have to bring it up like this. So you can do that whenever. Then this foot, it's like this. So like I said, it's kind of intuitive because you can see like where you want to turn the foot around like that, and then you push this down or pull this up, my bad, pull this up like that. Then there's a little, oh, I wish you could see that. Yes, I know you do too. There's a little tab right there. Then all this comes up like this. There's a tab that fits on. Just got to tab everything together. And it is kind of tight, but it doesn't feel like it's going to damage anything. So then you put that up here so it's square. And do the other one. I'll show you more cohesively over here without all the cuts. So I'm gonna pull that out, and don't do like me, like that. Pull this away because it's on a little slider, and this just has to be like this. So then you can turn at the thigh bend. You can even bend it like this before you put it down if you want. Doesn't really matter. Put these down over top of them. As I said before, then turn the foot. Put the foot up here. Well, no, you have to put this first, or the foot won't. It'll cover it. Then you move it up and just get everything together. Tab it together. Move this up here. Make sure everything's good. Everything's solid. So there you have it, and that's the back, and this is the front. I actually had the stickers on pretty nicely, but it looks like they moved a little, just manipulating it. But I had it on pretty nicely. It still has a lot of breakup, but I do like this. It has the tapes. Looks like the tape in there. Like I said, the guns look like the little things that hold the tape that when they went across, if you remember cassettes. But all in all, and let me get this, and this is how he came. So it's the size of a tape. It can fit, and I think that's why I said they need to win at least packaging of the year. They could be runner-up for figure too of the year, but transformation is great. Figure is great. This is easily, especially if you, I think anybody, this is a recommend for anyone. I know some people, like I said in the beginning, they think it's too big for the cassettes, but I think it works just fine. You can even get them in like a great pose, and I'm sure this is how he is on my shelf. So Very articulate sound wave. As a tape, he's not fitting in his cassette slots, but see if I have any. Oh, I do have somebody in there. So I do have Laserbeak. So this is a masterpiece version. I will compare that. You see how much bigger it is than the masterpiece. But like I said, I think it works for these particular characters. Alright, so like, subscribe, leave me a comment, something, anything.
Hip hop, I feel I gotta say, who am I? You might say influence, and I spit better than most in this game.